I didn't believe a small politician like me, representing Subang Jaya, nothing to do in Sarawak, can actually be banned. So we decided to, have to try to enter Sarawak. And then we found out that on the 22nd of April, that's actually the Passover celebration. The Christians celebrate the Passover celebration. And so a church in Cebu actually invited me to go over to celebrate the Passover together with them. And I was supposed to preach that night to the congregation in Cebu. Now, when I went there with my assistants, true enough, they saw my IC, they key in straight away, they say, go into the room. I went there, I knew that I was going to be sent, but I was prepared. If it's going to happen, then I will come back. But what I didn't expect was the fact that they made me pay for my own bill, my own air ticket to come back. And it's not cheap. They told me you have to pay 1,000 ringgit to come back. And then I told my friends from the DAP, I said, they are making me pay, how? So everybody's messaging me and say, don't pay. Tony Pon message, don't pay. That's not, we are not supposed to pay. If they want to send you back, they buy for your air ticket. But I was under so much pressure because with the moment I landed, there was only 40 minutes before the next flight was to fly out again. And so they pressure me, they say, everybody is in the aeroplane waiting for you. And me being nice, I just didn't want people to wait for me. And so I really didn't know what to do. And then they asked me, do you have the money or not now? Pay. MAS officers told me. I happened to have that cash because I actually didn't bring my ATM card to Cebu. And I have about 200 ringgit in my wallet. Now, I'm not like somebody, if there's money in my account, I will say I have it. I won't lie and say I don't know that money has entered my bank account. I'm not like Najib. So I say, yes, I have that money in my wallet, but I don't want to pay. And they say, you have no choice. The plane is waiting. Everybody is waiting for you. So two officers from MAS and then immigration can say, they are all waiting for you. Hurry up. So I actually took the cash and I paid. And when I went in, I was escorted into the plane. I actually felt quite embarrassed. I know some of you will feel, never mind you're doing something right. But I actually felt embarrassed because these are uniformed officers escorting me, and I'm not there as a criminal. I'm the Speaker of the State Assembly. I represent an institution. When I show them, I say, look, I am not here for a DAP event. I am here for a Passover celebration. This is the invitation from church, and this is my speaker's card. They say, sorry, this is Arahan Pihak Berkuasa Negeri. So I say, give me a reason why I'm banned. Cannot. No reason given whatsoever. They say, we are just following instruction. I'm so sorry. They keep saying, I'm so sorry. And so I had to go. Now, imagine after paying 1,013 ringgit, I went into the plane. The plane is not even full and they charged me so expensive for the air ticket. I was really, really upset because with 1,000, I could buy a lot of baju kurung, a lot of things, right? And I was so upset. I say, we need to get an explanation. We need to pursue this. And of course, I'm not the only one who has been banned. A lot of people have been banned. Now, this idea of banning people, I understand what's stated in the Federal Constitution. I understand that some people are dangerous, like terrorists. But we are not terrorists. We are elected representatives. I actually don't go there on my own. I represent the people of Subang Jaya. This is the dangerous person that you elected to represent you. So if I am banned, right, it speaks a lot about your character as well, that you elected someone like me. So this cannot be okay. We cannot sit back and say, this is okay, we'll accept it. Adenan has the power to do it. It is purely abusing immigration laws. We cannot sit around and say it's okay. Tioni Ching, MP for Kulai, 6 months pregnant, walked into the immigration and they banned her. Gobind Singh, I don't even know how Gobind has... I don't know what you said that made Adenan upset. But I cannot believe that Gobind is also banned. He's a lawyer. He's representing his clients, banned. Tony Paul, we all know why he's banned. Because he's been speaking up against Najib, 1MDB, And we all know who Adenan works for. Khalid Samad, I don't know, I'll let him explain to you later. Khalid Samad has actually offended a lot of people. But, you know, I really believe that every person who has been banned, actually, they have a message for Sarawak that Adenan does not want the people to hear. I know everybody is tired. Everybody knows that Adenan is going to win the elections. Now, when you see the battle is so big, right, and you cannot even enter the field, they ban you. You know, under the law, you actually cannot ban someone for political reason. But this whole thing, this entire banning thing, it is political. Yet, he went ahead to ban, and he went ahead to do it. Why? Because he knows he can get away with it. He knows that if he bans enough people, Malaysians will forget about it eventually. Malaysians will accept it as this is normal. But friends, we cannot allow this abuse of immigration law to be normal. It is not normal. You have to go back tonight and talk about it on your Facebook because your friends are reading your posts. You need to talk about it. Tell your friends that it is not okay. Today, he can ban opposition members. Tomorrow, if he doesn't like what the school teacher is teaching against corruption, against bribery in school, he will ban school teachers. If he doesn't like what the newspaper is writing, he will ban the newspaper. If he doesn't like the judge for making a decision that is bad, he can ban the judge. He will ban the lawyer. He has already done it. He has banned one of the top lawyers in the country. He has done it in your face. And he knows he can get away with it. You want to challenge him in court? By the time you challenge, election is over. So we cannot sit back and say, okay, we just allow him to abuse. Because this is a lawbreaker. Somebody who breaks the law even before you give him any mandate will continue to abuse and break more laws when you give him full mandate to govern in Sarawak. So friends, please urge your Sarawakian friends, your colleagues, if they don't have money to buy air ticket to go back, fly them back. There are things that we have to do now to urge them to go back and cast their votes. It is very important because what happens in Sarawak will affect us here in Kuala Lumpur. I also want to share with you how this abuse of immigration law is affecting even ordinary folks, not politicians in Sarawak. About 1.5 years ago, a girl from Sabah, a young girl from Sabah, came to do internship with me. She then got married to a Sarawakian, and she lives in Miri now with her husband, and they have a baby who's a few months old. After having a holiday, she went back to her kampong in Sabah for about a week, and a few days ago, she flew back to Miri. This is her home, with her baby and her mother. And guess what immigration did? Immigration gave her a slip and said, you have to leave Sarawak by the 5th of May. Because they treated her like the volunteers or the politicians or members from the DAP. 5th May, you have to leave. And she was screaming and she was very, very upset because she said, this is my home. How can you ban me? This is my baby. She's married to a Sarawakian and they ban her. They say, you come in now, but 5th of May, you have to leave. And when she asked for a reason, they said, no, arahan pihak berkuasa negeri. This is affecting a family. She's not a politician, you know. She's not a politician. Now, you have to ask yourself, why are they sending the volunteers out on 5th of May? Why? What's happening after 5th of May? 2 days after 5th of May, 7 May. That's the day Sarawakians go and vote for a new state government. The people who are flying in are volunteers. They are polling and counting agents. They go into schools and streams to sit there to monitor and make sure no phantom voters come out to vote. When polling and counting agents are being sent home before polling day on the 5th of May, okay, we can expect a lot of dirty businesses to take place in all these voting centers. And that's why I am making an appeal. I know this is on Ubah TV to the Sarawakians back there. You know, you have to rise up, you have to take ownership of your state election and become polling and counting agents because our volunteers will all be sent back.